Damon Bruce here, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Sunday in the NBA. It'll be Steven Jackson and the Milwaukee Bucks facing off against Elton Brand and the Philadelphia 76ers. And now, out to Philadelphia with Kevin Harlan, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr.
History in the making.
We've got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Philadelphia 76ers. Bringing you another exciting NBA broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joining me, Clark Kellogg, and Steve Kerr. Here are the starters from Milwaukee, all brought to you by State Farm. Drew Gooden and Andrew Bogut, they're inside. Steven Jackson is out there with Jennings, and it's Red in at the small forward. And for the 76ers, Iggy and Brand are the forwards. Hawes rounds up the front court. Holiday and Meeks in the backcourt.
Well, once Allen Iverson left Philadelphia several seasons ago, it seemed like the 76ers lost their identity. But this past season, they started to carve out a niche for themselves. They're a young, athletic team that defends, and they play hard together.
Now here's Jennings. Front pass the arc. That's good. Jennings has got his first 3 points of the game.
They get the first bucket of the game there.
And I think it's going to be a good one.
And when you move out of an error like that, you talked about that, Steve, it does take time to find an identity. Clark, you've been through that as well, and you can certainly appreciate what the 76ers are going through.
Yeah, they certainly are building a nice identity, and they're basing it on toughness under head coach Doug Collins, Kevin. And that's impressive. They're definitely a team to keep an eye on. They're on an upswing, no doubt.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin. Well, Doug Collins and I had a few minutes to catch up. Minimizing steals is one of his big focal points in this game. He said that taking care of the ball and not giving away possessions is something that is paramount to his team's chances for success in this basketball game, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. So, Clark, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense they're facing.
It won't be easy, Kevin. I mean, they're going to have to take a few body shots before it's all said and done. It's going to be a battle.
Steve?
Yeah, I like that body shots. And go inside early, try to pound them inside, and you can play inside out at that point. Try to soften up that defense and make them move around a little bit.
Things didn't really start very smoothly for Doug Collins in Philly. It was a bumpy road. I mean, he had concussion-related symptoms after
When Moses roll, he embraces it, and he's really a guy that you can go to offensively.
And the 76ers go the other way. Well, not the Doug Collins. He had a lot of headaches to deal with during the year. In addition to his own headaches, and these young players really navigate through, Steve, and you've been on that road before. Veteran coaches sometimes don't have a lot of patience. I thought Doug did with his young team.
Yeah, he did a really good job with those young guys. And, people forget, Kevin, the NBA coaches, they have to deal with their own ailments, not just the players, but the coaches can have some issues. It's such a stressful job, but it's nice to see Doug bounce back from those concussion issues and get healthy and lead his team to the playoffs.
Led with the steal.
great steal in the paint. Thought he might get a layup out of it, and he wound up turning it over.
Outside Jennings, and Holiday picks him up defensively. There's the three, and Steven Jackson the basket on the assist from Brandon Jennings.
He is not the guy you want to leave open behind the arc, guys. I mean, come on, you got to understand who you're defending.
Well, Steven Jackson throughout his career has been a pretty durable player. But last season, a hamstring injury forced him to miss 10 games. That's disappointing for Jackson. He's a guy who loves to be out on the floor.
And the 76ers with some changes. Tony Batiste checked in for Hawes, and it's Turner in for Jody Meeks. And Minnesota, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Steven Jackson, as we mentioned earlier, historically pretty durable, big body player, plays in the perimeter.
Yeah, he does a nice job. He's a really good all-around player. I mean, I know he can be a little emotional and get out of hand on occasion, but he's a loyal teammate, a hard worker, and a talented player. He's a strong two-guy. He's more used to dishing out punishment from that position than taking it.
Jennings against Howard. Jackson passes to Jennings. They're moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Steven Jackson. Captain Jack again. Jackson's got 11 points. The 76ers trail by 3.
You know, the story with Milwaukee last year was a team that just struggled to score the ball, Kevin. I mean, nobody was able to consistently put it in the basket for him.
What an offensive display he's putting on.
And at this point, Steve, you got to put more pressure on him, bring help, and make him move the ball.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 5. Beyond the arc. And Iguodala with the basket. The assist by Holiday. 11 points for Iguodala. And Clark on that note, only 6 bucks in double-digit scoring averages last year. With Jennings, with the fleet-footed Jennings, topping the list at 16.
You know, it's just the fact that the top scorer was only at 16 again.
Yeah, I mean, Jennings is shooting about 40%, so that's part of the problem. He takes a lot of shots. He doesn't always make them. So usually you need your top scorers to be high percentage shooters. It allows you to get back defensively, and it allows you to really be able to count on somebody night after night.
Nocioni has checked in for Philadelphia. Williams comes in for Drew Holiday. Williams against Jennings. Outside Jackson. Clock at 6. Picked up by Turner. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And that's 13 points for Steven Jackson. The 76ers trail by 5. And here is Iguodala. He's got 11. Covered by Douglas Roberts. Here's Turner. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Turner's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Iguodala with the steal. For the finish. Throws down the breakaway chance. And it's all now up.
And that's the problem when you don't protect the ball.
Exactly. When you surrender the ball like that, you put your defense at a huge disadvantage.
Jackson kicks to Mbamute. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Mbamute has got his first points of the game. Here's Williams. Amazing buzzer beater.
Oh, how about that? You want to talk about cool? How about cool Tom
And I'll tell you what, a split second later, guys, and it's a totally different result here. What a shot.
It's all tied in Philadelphia. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. Here's Holiday.
You know, in a lot of ways, Kevin, Lou Williams had another good year, but took a step back in a couple of areas. The primary one was his shooting percentage. I think he took more bad shots last season.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Drew Gooden and Andrew Bogut, they're inside. Will Wilkins out there with Chris Douglas Roberts, and it's Mbamute into the free spot. Without the Williams block, just talking about Lou, who shot so well in 2010, hitting 47% of his shots. But Steve then came back down to 40% again last year.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to get back to that 47% range for Doug Collins and that Sixer team. I mean, he's a guy who is so important off the bench, but he's got to be more efficient with that jump shot for sure. That was some very sluggish defense. Where's the effort?
I'm open right here.
The feed to Young. He's guarded by Mbamute. The Bucks trail. Taken away by Holiday. Even numbers. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, for Doug Collins, he is no stranger to the NBA, having spent almost 4 decades in the league. He's seen a lot of ups and downs and says, "I've always felt that the measure of the man is really not how you deal with success, but how you handle those failures and where you go from that and how you grow. I don't know of a man that's ever walked back to his hotel and questioned himself after he's been successful." That's for sure, guys.
Thanks as always, Doris. Doug Collins certainly has seen it all in his time here.
Yeah, no question about that. 4 decades in this league. You know he's got a pretty good perspective on the roller coaster ride of the NBA.
Now here is Holiday. Wide open. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one.
You look at that Sixers team, guys, and they didn't have one player do the bulk of the scoring. I mean, it was a equal opportunity offense, a very balanced attack for them last year.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Spates. Brand comes in for Nocioni. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Jody Meeks in for Lou Williams. And then for Milwaukee, Michael Red's checked in for Mbah-a-Moute. Jackson comes in for Chris Douglas-Roberts. And it's Jennings in for Earl Boykin. That's good. Well, you mentioned about the 76ers. They did spread the wealth around on offense. Steve, you saw that almost every game.
Yeah, 6 players in double-digit scoring and nobody over 15 points a game. They really played well as a unit. Tell you what, he's draining the 3 ball at will, guys.
Yeah, and he is, and they got to find a way to get out of here.
Here's Jackson. A 10-footer and another basket for Milwaukee.
Boy, I like the fluidity I'm seeing from them on offense. It's a thing of beauty. Fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. They're moving the ball well, finding the open man, making that extra pass. They're playing very unselfishly right now.
From 20 feet out. No good off for an iron.
Not a bad look, though. You like his chances to make that one.
You sure do, but he can't hit them all.
Puts it up. Banked in off the glass. 5 points in the game. 1:44 left in the second quarter. Timeout called the Bucks.
Well, Milwaukee had such a tough season a year ago. They had a lot of high hopes, but injuries seemed to derail them. And they never could get going, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Evan Turner, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. The Bucks also changing it up. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Bogut. And Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Drew Gooden. Outside Jennings, picked up by Turner. Outside Jennings. Shot clock at 6. It's right outside. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Red's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Back just a bit. Milwaukee much more comfortable, it seems, Clark, playing Eastern Conference opponents. Of course, they see him much more.
Yeah, that's a familiarity is part of it, but also I think the fact that the Bucks prefer the showdown game. In the Eastern Conference, more teams play that way than don't. So the Bucks had a comfort level there and still had a tough time getting wins.
That's good.
You know, he's always looking for that open three. I mean, that's his strength. Sometimes the best time to get the three is in transition.
Wasted no time on that one. Red's got 5 points now this quarter. Now Turner. Kicks to Iguodala. Guarded by Red. Iguodala up top. Guarded by Red. And that one's good. 20 points for Iguodala.
Well, after that strong start to this game, he's really picked it up here in the second.
Here's Ilyasova. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Backing him down is Iguodala. Oh, that's blocked. And here we go with Brandon Jennings. Fires top of the key. And another basket for Milwaukee.
You know, he's always been like a bad window washer, a streaky shooter. I mean, he's definitely in one of those grooves right now.
the buzzer.
Wow. Well, he just throws up a prayer and it gets answered.
And those kind of shots are such a big lift for any team going into a break.
Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
Sunday hoops seems like a perfect way to start the week. Welcome to your HP Halftime Report. The Milwaukee Bucks have the lead against Philadelphia. You can talk about lights out shooting, but this is out of this world. They simply can't miss out there. Steven Jackson in the first half, amazing. He's up to 19 points, and he's been dialed in from deep, a lot of threes so far. And on the other side, the 76ers are also putting up quality numbers. Their bench has given them a huge lift offensively, coming up big. It's been a superstar display by Andre Iguodala. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. These two, with no problems putting up points, they're leading their teams in first half scoring. That's it here. Now let's send you back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Here's Holiday.
And you know, guys, last season the expectations for Milwaukee were really high, but they just couldn't live up to those hopes. They won only 13 games away from home all year. And when you can't win on the road, you can't really be a successful NBA team.
Iggy and Brand are the forwards. Pars rounds up the front court. Holiday and Meeks to the backcourt. That's the 5 to begin the second half.
Great matchup here. This game has gone back and forth.
Multiple lead changes, just a great game, guys.
Here's Jennings. Back to the Bucks. Looks like you better play well on the road if you want to make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's a must. I mean, you got to be really solid and good at home and then respectable on the road. And the Bucks only won a third of its road games. And that's a definite way to be watching the playoffs in there.
Yeah, Steve just said 13 wins. It's hard to believe that's what they got, so they're going to have to improve on that. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Brooke. Doris, what do you have?
Kevin, Drew Holiday, the starting point guard for the 76ers, you forget just how young he is. To give you some idea, in his third season, he's almost 2 years younger than their only draft last year, Kevin Turner. Despite that, he's been a mentor to Turner, who said he absolutely loves basketball. He's made my transition to the league so much easier by just being a good friend and showing me what life in the NBA is all about. Guys, their lockers are right next to one another at the Wells Fargo Center, and they could just be the Sixers' backcourt of the future.
They've become a terrific team. Thanks, Doris.
Not a great year for the Bucks. As they were eliminated from playoff contention, Jennings let his unhappiness with that and with the roster turnover be known. He was pretty adamant and demonstrative about it.
Tony Batiste checked in for Spencer Hawkins. Here is Jennings. 13 points in the game. And Logan slams it in. Clark and Steve, neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
Well, 8 lead changes, Kevin, so far as the teams are battling it out here in the third.
It's all building towards what could be a great finish. This will be fun to watch.
Touching back on the trade about Jennings, there's a bit of a point. You still can't expect smooth sailing each year as a now third-year player. Steve, what do you think about that?
You just have to work harder to get back to the playoffs, and I would think Jennings will do that. He was disappointing in his second season. His field goal percentage was way down. He's got a lot of improvement to make individually, and he doesn't need to worry about what's going on with the roster around him.
No one covered. Reds got 8.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Here's Iguodala. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 26 points for Iguodala. Takes the 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Well, they've really picked up the intensity here since halftime.
I think they got the pep talk and both teams now really going after each other.
They're in a groove now. These two brothers just falling at will here in the second half.
Yeah, I think the defense has got major headaches because this team's just not missing.
Jennings dishes to Gooden. And he makes good on the way. It's all knotted up. Clark, one thing we've seen from these guys is excellent ball movement.
And you love to see that, Kevin. I mean, I love watching unselfish play, and I know Steve enjoys that too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the game. The five-man team game where the ball moves. There's so much unselfish play. It's beautiful to watch.
Jennings passes to Jackson. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for two.
I really like what the 76ers have done talent-wise the last few years. They've assembled some really young, gifted players in Drew Holiday and Evan Turner. And those guys have complemented the veterans, and that's why the 76ers have improved.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Ocione is checked in for Brand. Turner comes in for Meeks. Lewis Williams subbed in for Drew Holiday. Left side Williams. Backing him down is Iguodala. Rebound Bogut. Steve, that backcourt you just talked about, they could be special if they mature. I know Doug Collins has said often, Clark, that he thinks that is the core of the future of the team.
Yeah, going straight to the hoop, attacking the whole way.
Yeah, nice finish. Cap that break off and stop.
Outside Jackson. Red. Lets it go with the three. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
A few things you know you're going to get with the Scott Skiles coach team. Tough defense, tough 9 dimension, fundamentals. They're going to be demanded. They worked for the Bucks in their playoff run in 2010. They need to find some offense now.
There's Jennings. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. The 76ers lead. Here's Williams. 10 points for him. Backing him down is Iguodala. Goes up on the wing. That's good from Williams, the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 9th assist in the game now. Back to Skiles. Unfortunately, last year they were just okay in those areas. But, Steve, they just had a horrible offense.
They were very good defensively, Kevin, but they just could not score. And I think that's the big challenge this year for the Bucks if they're going to get back into the playoffs. They've got to find a way to get easy baskets offensively.
No Ocione. A second chance effort, and the 76ers take on 2 more.
Gotta love the inside-out game there, guys.
Now here's Jennings. He's got 15. Head kicks to Gooden. Moving the ball. There's Jennings with the 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. And Clark, a great competitive game so far.
Yeah, tit for tat. I mean, back and forth, plenty of lead changes, and excellent run.
These two teams, guys, look so evenly matched to me. I think this could go right down to the wire.
That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Andre Iguodala has been sensational.
Yeah, double-double through the first 3 quarters, so he is giving them a huge boost.
Yeah, stat sheet stuffer of a performance, Steve, making his presence known across the stat sheet.
And we'll be right back here in Philadelphia. As the fourth quarter gets rolling here, let's check out our Sprite Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kevin, our spark of the game in this one, the stretch by the 76ers. In that last quarter, things started falling their way, and they clearly have momentum on their side as we head down the stretch in this one. We'll see if they can maintain that same kind of intensity they just showed us in the third period, guys.
Thank you, Doris. Everything really clicked for them, Clark, during that run.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, it ignited them offensively.
To the point, Clark, where they were really in complete control at that end of the floor.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Mba Amute is down low with Bogut. Douglas Roberts is out there with Jennings. And it's Red in at the 3 slot. Jennings with the bucket.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Holiday with the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He answers right back with a 3 of his own.
Well, you can see it. They're getting into it a bit. A little mano-a-mano here. One-upsmanship taking place.
Bogut backing him down. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
What a game. This is really fun to watch.
And when games are tight like this, I mean, success or failure can really turn on small details and one or two plays.
Brand working against Bogut. Brand dishes Dion over Mbamamuti. And the 76ers tap on two more.
Well, there's a big spread between these teams and how many of their baskets have been assisted on.
So you have to give credit to them for how well they've been able to find the open man with that extra pass.
Timeout called the Bucks.
Well, it really looks like a nice fit between Sixers head coach Doug Collins and Elton Brand. That's been a big key for the turnaround with this young Sixers team in my mind.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for Philadelphia. Iguodala comes in for Lou Williams. Milwaukee also making some changes. Drew Gooden is checked in for Bogut. Dooling comes in for Mbamamuti. And Earl Boykins is subbed in for Brandon Jennings. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, exactly, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what Scott Skiles said to his team. He laid out a plan for them to run on the next possession and then said, but the real key is our defense. This game comes down to whether or not we can get stops. Guys, let's see if they can do exactly that.
And the shot is good. And that's now 30 points for Iguodala. You know, Doug Collins and Elton Brand, both very experienced. Steve, they've both also dealt with some tough injuries in their respective careers.
And I think that's why Doug Collins really sympathized with what Elton was going through and probably helped him through the adversity. And Brand came back, had an excellent season a year ago. Doug Collins, a major reason for that.
It's 2-on-1. Tries for the alley-oop. With the touch. Right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. So anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win and you hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark, this would be a tough one to lose. And this continues to be a shootout.
Boy, I'm a fan as well as a commentator. I love this fast-paced energy. It's going back and forth, back and forth. He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Douglas Roberts against Iguodala. On the basket by Douglas Roberts.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
And the 76ers call time here.
He's been absolutely on fire from outside. You got to get into his jersey, get up into him, force him to pass or drive.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Red. Delfino comes in for Chris Douglas Roberts. And Steven Jackson subbed in for Keon Dooling. The baseline jam. Again, Philadelphia.
Now, you love the way he searched for good shots all game long.
Bucks trail by 3. Timeout called the Bucks.
You got to keep everybody on the same page. They need to get their heads together. That's the goal.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Brand comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Jody Meeks in for Evan Turner. Michael Red's checked in for the Bucks. Jennings comes in for Earl Boykins. Here's Red. The three is watched. Cut the bucket. And it's got 9 points here in the second half.
Three-pointers have been a huge problem for this defense.
Yeah, they've been a day late and a dollar short. And it's costing them. You got to get there soon.
Here's Iguodala. And deep. Rebounded by Jackson.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot either.
He kicks it to Bogut. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Bogut's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, these teams really battling out. This is a great game.
For the lead, this has been fun to watch. Kevin, I think he's got to demand the ball. They need him to be more aggressive if they're going to take control of this game.
Here's Jackson, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Jackson turning it on, and he can't be turned off.
Got that one up 31 points for Drew Holiday.
He's one of the few guys you don't mind seeing take the three in transition.
They get a hand on it. Pushing it up. Iguodala left side. Over Gooden. And the 76ers take on 2 more.
That's now 7 straight for them coming from fast break. It's making it look easy out there the way they're running.
Here's Red. Here's Bogut. It's good. The assist was time from Jackson. Bogut's got 10 points here in the second half. Backing down is Iguodala. Brought to you by Sprite. The Sprite Slam came out.
Boy, that dunk got everybody up off their seat.
Oh, they're loving it, aren't they, Steve?
Well, how could they not? I mean, he put the cherry on top of the sundae on that.
Now against Jackson. Blocked. Here's Philadelphia. It's a 3-point game. Lets it fly. It's in.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was the sweetest one.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
Yeah, they need this one to go their way, Kel.
Feeds it to Gooden. All sorts of time. It falls. What a beautiful shot to put him to within 3.
I'm not sure what they're thinking offensively. Poor decision on that pass.
Taylor's good.
And that had to feel good.
Yeah, he exhaled as that one went down.
Timeout call the 76ers. They're leading by 1. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lou Williams is checked in for Philadelphia. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so too. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Only foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Good foul there. They've got to lengthen this game and stop the clock here.
All you can really do here is hope they give you a chance to even it up.
They didn't have much choice but to foul. Unfortunately, this is the last guy who will show the free throw line.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they stopped the clock, but these free throws are pretty much automatic. They can full advantage of the charity stripe here. Stretching that margin to 3.
Jennings passes to Jackson. Gooden with it. For the tie. And a beautiful buzzer beater.
Just in time.
He knocks down the 3 to extend the game. Wow.
Talk about a clutch shot, guys. I mean, he showed no fear or hesitation at all, hoisting up that 3, and now it's headed to OT.
Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. And the 76ers making a change here. Turner's checked in. The Bucks get the tip to begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Drew Gooden and Andrew Bogut, they're inside. Jennings out there with Steven Jackson. And it's Red in at the 3, the small forward. And Turner kicks to Meeks. Iguodala up top. He's against Gooden. Pulls up on the wing. Iguodala gets the bucket. Iguodala's got 40 points. And here's Jennings. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Red outside. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
You know what? That was good defensive effort. But on a shooter like him, sometimes it just isn't enough. He's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in.
And here are the Bucks here. They've never trailed by more than 5. Here's Turner. And he shoots to the basket and lays it in. And the 76ers lead by 2. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 2. A minute 50 left in the first overtime. Here's Jennings. Shoots from the elbow. And for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Another open look hits bottom from outside. Yeah, and that's 3 of the last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
Here's Iguodala. On the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's done an outstanding job all game long. Absolutely a great job of finding an opening against the defense.
On the wing, Steven Jackson. Turner covering. He's Gruden with the jam. It's up. And the 76ers with possession. 3-point lead. Here's Turner. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he... Just after a 3-point play. It goes on Brandon Jennings.
Evan Turner having a fantastic game. He's got 13 points, and he's giving them a spark from outside with 3 3-pointers.
Well, you got to have that floor spacing. He is capable of knocking down that shot. That's exactly what he's doing today. Beautiful play there. Absorbing the contact and going to the free throw line for 1.
Well, I like the concentration he showed there. He knew he was going to get hit and kept his eye on the hoop. Now he has a chance at a 3-point play.
Here's Iguodala. Here's the angle on our spark slam pick.
Well, he got enough hang time there to put a little something extra on that one. 2 scoops. By the string anyway.
That's a play that's going to be remembered for Michigan, that's for sure.
I think that was more like a banana split, but...
Young dishes to Iguodala. Baseline Jay on the way. Again, Philadelphia. Here is Jennings. Clark, a big-time possession here.
I'll tell you what, their hearts has to be racing right now.
Guarded by Holiday. Head for 3. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Well, no better time to catch fire from 3-point range than in OT. He's hitting those triples over and over again.
And the 76ers call time here. They're ahead by 2. 23 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. And the 76ers with some changes. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Turner. And it's Cody Meeks in for Thaddeus Here's Iguodala. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. It's the first that makes it a 3-point lead. It's them both, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
Well, he handled his business at the line, and now it's a 2-possession lead.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 4. We've got 22 seconds left in overtime. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, what you want to do here is attack the rim, get a quick shot, and then look to force a turnover or foul.
Yeah, one way or the other, it's going to come down to free throws at the other end, no doubt.
He's going to go to the line, but almost got that thing to drop.
Boy, I tell you what, that would be quite a play if he got it far.
Good on both.
Man, did they ever need those free throws? Now it's a one-possession game.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. Sinks the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. 2 for 2, and it's a 4-point ballgame.
And that'll do it, Kevin. Those last free throws were the icing on the cake.
Jennings kicks to Red. Takes it out, and they keep possession. Stolen by Brand.
Great defensive work right there. The quick hands lead to the turnover.
So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect every aspect of play. They didn't look tired at all to me.
Well, it's time to say so long. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Iguodala.